going on YouTube? It's your boy Alexandrus, and today I'm back again with another video, guys. Today I have an absolute banger for you. I'm really excited to bring this one. It's called 1024ex, and we will be focusing on the predict actually. So really cool platform where you can predict many different outcomes, including current World Cup with up to 10x leverage as well, which is pretty cool. Before we start with the video, guys, as always, I need to let you know that I'm not a financial advisor. You should always do your own research and you should always do your own due diligence, because I don't take any responsibility for your actions. And with that said, we can dive right into it. So, most of you have probably heard about a few prediction markets by now. So PolyMarket, for example, exploded in popularity, then Kalshi got a lot of attention, and people basically love the idea of putting money behind a prediction and seeing whether they are right or wrong, right? But every time I've used these platforms, I felt like something was missing, guys, because at the end of the day, most of them are pretty basic. You pick yes or you pick no. You pick a winner, and that's about it, right? And that's when I came across something called 1024predict, guys, and what immediately caught my attention wasn't actually the prediction market itself. It was the fact that they somehow added the leverage to it, as you can see, up to 10x leverage right here, and they also have cross-margin support. So now, before everyone starts screaming in the comments, yes, leverage means more risk, blah blah blah, I'm not saying everyone should use it, right? But from a product perspective, it completely changes the experience of prediction markets, because instead of simply saying, yeah, I think this team wins, you can actually take a stronger position on that prediction. And on top of that, you are not limited to just picking winners. You can actually predict exact scores, which I also haven't seen on any other prediction market just yet. So they have all of this also lined up here on their website: more than a prediction market, long short outcomes, leverage control, margin management, real-time pricing, fast execution, 10x leverage market. On top of that, they also have your regular crypto trading if you go to trade, and they have this agent X as well, which I want to show you a little bit later on, so let's hide it for a moment. And as you guys can see, they have like all of those different markets. You have Ethereum, for example, and you have up to 40x leverage on Ethereum. Where it gets interesting is BTC, because they have up to 100x leverage, which might seem pretty normal, because on BTC people usually tend to use higher leverage because Bitcoin is expensive and it's kind of hard to make some good money out of trading if you don't have like a big position. But yeah, they have this so-called extreme mode. And yes, guys, you see this right, it's 1024x leverage on your Bitcoin trade. Pretty crazy, pretty degen one. I mean, if you want to take a chance, you can. That's something that they have here. They have a nice referral program as well, but that's not really what I wanted to focus about today. I want to focus about their predict. So today I want to show you how it works, guys, why it's different from the platforms most people already know, and whether this is actually something worth paying attention to. So what this is, what is 1024predict? So the easiest way to understand it is to think of it as a prediction market built for people who want more than basic yes or no bets, right? And let's say there is a football match. So for example, we have this one, right? We have the Spain one versus Saudi Arabia, and we can, as you guys can see, we can go to view all actually, and see, okay, let it load, what people are saying, what are the money lines and everything. But wait a second before I explain to you. So normally your options are pretty simple, right? You have your money line, let's say you have Spain, so team A wins, team B wins, or a draw. See, Spain, Saudi Arabia, or a draw. Makes sense, that's it, right? So here you can go actually a little bit deeper. So instead of simply saying that Spain will win, you can say that Spain will win 2-1, for example. See, right here. And you are predicting the exact outcome in this case. So let's say you are pretty pretty confident that Saudi Arabia will somehow have a great match. This is, by the way, starting in 6 minutes, so I'm probably gonna go ahead and watch it after making the video. Let's say you feel like it's gonna end in 2-1. You can predict it, get yes for 5.9 right here, and you can also leverage it, right? Let's say with $100, and well, you can either do it without the leverage and then win, let's say 1,188, or you can go with up to 10x or 8x. If you put my referral link, then you will be able to do up to 10x and you can win 3,500. It is risky though, because you might get liquidated if, for example, Spain dominates and it's, I don't know, 2-0, then the yes share might go down. So obviously it includes some risk, but it basically gives you more chances. It gives you more chances and more opportunities to utilize your possible predictions, right? So it's pretty cool to me. I mean, I really like the idea here. And now the second thing they are pushing is the leverage, right? That's obviously the headline feature, but I just showed you that. So most prediction markets don't really focus on that experience, but they do. The 1024 does. And if you are someone who already understands leverage from crypto trading, futures trading, or traditional finance, you'll immediately understand the opportunities here and how it basically works. So again though, leverage isn't magic. It amplifies gains, it amplifies losses. Okay, keep that in mind, just be aware of the risk. So why this stood out to me, you might ask? The thing I find interesting isn't actually the leverage, it's the combination, guys, because the markets and leverage trading have mostly lived in separate worlds, right? And prediction markets are usually focused on events, crypto exchanges focus on price action. And this feels like someone took those two concepts together and just mixed them. You get me? And whether this becomes huge or not, I honestly don't know, but it's definitely different, and in crypto, different usually gets attention, right? So again, let's say I wanted to make a prediction on another match that is happening today, Belgium versus Iran. So let's say this one is interesting for me. So instead of asking who wins, I can ask what score does it end to. Maybe I think that this one will end 2-0 for Belgium, and I can buy that for 13 cents or utilize leverage with it. And I just decide how much exposure I want. And this is where the leverage comes in again. You can increase the exposure up to limits available on the platform. And if you are signing up for the first time, you can use my code that will unlock the access to the full 10x leverage setup immediately. You can probably see the code in your right bottom corner throughout the all of the video, but there is also the code in the description of this video. So once the position is open, you are basically waiting for event to play out. If your prediction is correct, great. If it's not, and you lose. The interface is actually much easier to understand than I expected, guys, because look how simple and easy it is. You just connect your wallet, deposit your funds, hit whatever leverage you want, whichever outcome you want, let's say 10 bucks, boom. You just buy it. Simple as that. You can do limit order or you can do market order. Market order, as it says, will execute at the market order. Limit order, let's say you want to try to get it cheaper, you just put out the buy order and maybe it will fill out, maybe it will not, okay? I wanted to also talk about this Agent X in a moment. So once the position is open, you are basically waiting for the event to play out, obviously, and yeah, that's simple as that. So comparing it a little bit to the PolyMarket, for example, that's like something that most of you are probably familiar with. So I don't think they're trying to be the exact same thing. In fact, I think they are trying to be completely different. PolyMarket is great for broad event predictions, politics, news, general outcomes, right? 1024 Predict feels more focused on active participation, exact scores, leveraged positions, more granular predictions. It's not necessarily trying to replace PolyMarket, but it's trying to do something different. So who this is for? Well, I think there are two groups who will immediately understand this. The first one is sports fans, obviously. People who already predict scores with friends every weekend. The second group is traders as well, people who understand leverage and risk management. And, well, my final thoughts, overall guys, I think the idea is genuinely interesting. Not because it's guaranteed to become the next big thing, nobody knows that, right? But because it's doing something I haven't really seen before. You have the prediction markets, exact score predictions, leverage, on-chain settlement, and lower barrier to entry than many people expect. That's why I think that this could actually blow up. And especially for the sports bettors, which, as we guys know, there is a lot of. And probably a bunch of you also in my viewers. So if you want to check it out, I'll leave the link down below. Don't forget the code, guys. As always, do your own research, understand the risk, please. Never trade money you can't afford to lose. And let me know in the comments, would you rather use traditional prediction markets or would you actually use leverage on your predictions? Because that's something that I also want to hear your opinion about. Last but not least, guys, I wanted to show you this agent that they have. It's called Agent X, and it's like your personal AI agent. So let's say, give me a possible prediction or an analysis of Belgium versus Iran football game happening in 3 hours. And now Agent X will do his research. He will check out like different possibilities, search out for them, and lay out the context and everything possible, and the outcomes that could be happening, and also like the whole analysis. As you can see, what are the strong parts of Iran, what are the strong parts of Belgium, and so on. And we have the predicted outcome even. Belgium win 1-0 or 2-0 most likely, and so on. So yeah, obviously this is not like some magic, it's an AI agent, so he uses like informations from around the internet and some basic analysis. But still, if you want to like additionally, let's say, back your own analysis with this AI agent, then you are more than welcome to do so and see what it has to say. Also guys, I wanted to invite you to their social medias. If you want to stay updated with everything that's happening within 1024x, go ahead, follow them on X and join their community, guys. I hope that you enjoyed. Oh, by the way, they also have a mobile app if you want, available, absolutely available. So yeah, that's it from me for today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Remember to like it, subscribe and comment, and see you guys in the next videos coming out soon.